When we last left off, Sarper gotta live his Baywatch fantasy. Damn, Shaeeda makes a good David Hasselhoff. Hey fiends, this is D-Bag Johnson III, and don't forget to subscribe, or else I'll fucking kill you! That was a great idea, honestly. I completely forgot about my clones, and the fact that we turned this bar into a detachable escape pod. Great thinking, great thinking.
Luckily, you have me around.
Damn right! I won't ever talk bad of you again. And you know, I think it's time for a celebration, and what better way to celebrate than talking about 90 Day Fiancé Season 11, Episode 6. 4-7. What episode is this? Who cares? Today we're talking about Sarper and...
Oscar.
That's a mean thing to call your fiancé.
It is kind of a trend right now that you're seeing more on social media.
Yeah. That's not a good reason to get a house cow because they're trending. You know they can live up to 25 years. What are you gonna do then? You're just gonna have this old ass cow way past the moment that the TikTok viral sensation is over. And then what? I guess you can have a few steaks.
I need you to exit the building.
So Shaeeda makes Sarper leaves every time she has a client because she works from home. And she does it because of their privacy. But what fucking privacy are they having when you have full goddamn camera crews? God, this is the most dumbest shit ever. Oh yeah, they tell me important things that are secrets. Hey, camera crew, let's film all these fucking secrets.
Oh my God. Part-time homeless.
It's the American dream. Wouldn't you want to be part-time homeless? Come to America where you get to see the streets. Look at that, it's a dog. And there goes a building. But at least it's an American building. With parts made from China.
Even if they all open their boobs, I just look and go.
Thanks for letting us know about that, Sarper. Anyway, he goes and he calls his parents just to let them know how everything's going. He tells his parents how he's part-time homeless and how she doesn't even let him cook inside the house. That's right, there's no baking bread. There's no midday snacking. Although, what the hell do y'all eat? Are you still on the carnivore diet? Because I'm sure I can whip you up a few sticks of butters.
These women are in towels, they're half undressed, and it would be very unprofessional to have a man there.
Meanwhile, all of us are at home seeing this woman in a towel. Okay, can you please make it make sense? Sarper, I'm sorry, you can't see this lady in a towel talking about jobs. Because that's what she's talking about. And not even a good handy. Listen to this.
Probably not gonna feel good because I have calluses from lifting.
That's right. She's gonna give you the Indian sunburn of all handies.
But I keep all of their secrets.
Good job keeping all their secrets. How well do you think she is keeping this lady's handy secret? 1 out of 10, please comment down below and let me know. He complains about how he's living in a tiny house. But isn't that house huge for LA standards since everything's so goddamn expensive? Then again, she also has all this gear everywhere, so half the house is unusable. So that makes a small house even smaller. I don't know, what do y'all think? Is this a big house for LA? Because the first thing I saw was I was like, yeah, that's not that bad of a house. And then Sarper's complains, but I don't know. Something tells me that Sarper's a bit of a diva and he needs everything to be like handed to him on a silver platter. I want platinum! Sorry, I tried to do a Sarper voice. Maybe if I try and copy whatever Linda's voice, it would be better. All right, let's see. Shekinah! Okay, I fucking suck.
If I feel uncomfortable, there is no need for me to stay here.
Ding, 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 we got one. Somebody's saying that they'll go back to their home country. How many times do they say it per episode? Probably every person of every segment always says something along those lines. Once you notice it, you'll never unnotice it, and it just creates this unnecessary drama that's just fake. We get it, you're trying to make it sound more extreme than it is, but do they all have to say the exact same damn thing?
Babe,
Is
you
that
can't
rule?
shave here.
You can't shave there, you can't eat at this house, you can't poop in the toilet. What the hell can you do in this house? Can you sleep? No, he can't sleep in this house, are you kidding me?
Don't be so grumpy.
Yeah, she is. Anyway, they get into a conversation about makeup, and she starts talking about how he uses all this girl makeup. It pisses him off. Look at his face. This is a man who looks f***ing defeated. So they're getting ready to go out with Shaeeda's friends. That's right. Dan's gonna be there, the one from a few seasons back who confessed his love to Shekinah. What I don't understand is Sarper, he can't work with guys, yet Shaeeda is able to have friends with guys who are currently in love with her. I swear, Shaeeda's just being controlling, just be controlling. Oh, what is it? You're a type A personality? Well, get over your fucking self. So they meet up with Shaquana's friends.
Sarper's got his plastic suit on tight. Shekinah smile bright in the plastic light. Dreams of staying in their plastic town. Visa's ready, but he's feeling down. They dance around their shiny stage, holding hands despite the cage. Plastic hearts with silicone glow. Sarper whispers he can't go. Melt into me, oh Shekinah dear. Our plastic love will keep us here. No land of dreams can break our mold. In your arms my heart's console.
Dan hugs Sarper, and Sarper gives us the best reaction ever. Look at his face. He doesn't want that hug. He wants to give that hug back.
Every self of me wanted to do something else.
Like, f*** him. So they sit down, and there is a bunch of f***ing plastic people at this table. Holy f***. You're plastic, you're plastic, you're plastic, you're... When these people die, do they melt them down and make them into Legos so their kids can play with them? Dan asks Sarper if he's going to marry Shekinah because it's convenient so he can stay in America, and Sarper replies back with,
If Shekinah is not in my life, even if you pay me, I wouldn't stay.
that's right, Sarper doesn't need America. He doesn't want to be in this great land of opportunity, the opportunity to hang out with Dan. That's not a great opportunity at all. I want y'all to know, not everybody wants to come to America. Do you think this guy honestly wants to come to America where he'll be controlled every second of every day when he could be living back at his hometown where he sleeps with thousands of women? Bitched out every day in a small house and then having Dan hug you, or sleeping with thousands of women? Which one would you choose? Comment down below. Dan is actually the only normal person at this table. Ha ha! Look at the freak with the normal face. Ugh, what a disgusting Chudley-like creature. What a fucking weirdo. They start talking about how Dan and Shekinah used to date.
We went on dates, but we weren't dating.
Then Dan starts talking about how it is in France. Whenever you go on a date with a woman and you kiss them, y'all become in an official relationship, and then you have to sleep with that woman's dad, and then you get to finally sleep with his daughter. But he didn't get to sleep with Shekinah. He only slept with the dad, so he says,
And yeah, some interesting stuff happened.
that's right, he did a whole bunch of anal stuff with the dad, going in and around his butthole, so he feels like he's entitled to at least a little bit of Shekinah time.
That I would be a better guy to be with.
How is nobody telling this guy to shut the f up? Literally, if that was my friend, I'd be like, dude, you're embarrassing yourself and all of us. Please, for the love of God, just shut your fucking lips. But Dan keeps talking, and he's putting himself into this weird situation, and Shekinah is just looking at it all and not even interjecting and telling him to shut the f up. What she does end up saying,
there's some little backhanded stabs going on, and I think it needs to like stop.
Sarper didn't do fucking shit. He sat there like a motherfucking boss, and he was just taking it. He was saying a few things here and there, being like, oh, you know, you got dog people and you got cat people. You're a fucking pussy, bitch.
You better not want to have problems with me, for sure.
Okay. Who do you think would win in a fight? Sarper who's obviously stronger, or Dan, who's a French
baguette.
I really like that word. That's not racist, right? I can start calling people French baguettes, right? It's nothing bad. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. So Sarper tells him that he's in love and that's it. Then Alexandria starts talking and she just says that Dan has a small penis, and Dan replies back with,
I don't buy that.
he gets really pissed because now everybody at the table knows that he has a small penis. He gets up and he walks the f away. Bye-bye, French baguette.
For now, I consider Sarper as a prince, and I stay the king.
Dan thinks he won the argument, but all of us at home knows that he has a tiny penis. Get out of here, you normal-faced freak! Anyway, that's Sarper and Shekinah. I hope y'all all enjoyed. It was a fun trip, and these two people are really hilarious. The only reason why I didn't cover them is because so many other people are covering them so well and so much better than I can. So all I have to say is watch everybody else's video and not mine. I should have probably said that at the beginning of the video and not at the end. But anyway, that's all I have to say. So don't forget to subscribe or else I'll fucking kill you. Wait a second. I'm still me, right?
I have analyzed all the body pieces, and we seem to have killed a replica of Dee-man. We do see his escape pod, though.
Oh, you're so